Kids aren't going to be listening to this one.
Yeah, it's not kid friendly.
Wasn't even my fault yet.
I know, surprise.
Welcome to Our Film Fathers Podcast, the definitive podcast about fatherhood, film, and fatherhood in film. This is Jelani, and with me as always are a guy who likes guns for show and knives for a pro, and a guy that doesn't take sugar because he's sweet enough, Martin and Brady.
What I do know is there's no more Harry, which means there's no more debt. And if there's no more debt, there's no more problem. And there's no problem with the neighbors because they're all dead. And I think, if I get this right, we haven't done anything wrong. We're in the clear.
Save your breath for cooling your porridge. Nah, look. She wants the Hector 2 roof lights. The stylish Frame furniture and the scatter cushions with the matching shag pile covering. Right? And she's terrible partial to the Periwinkle Blue boys. Have I made myself clear, boys?
This week, we're diving into the gritty, stylish, and widely entertaining world of Guy Ritchie, the man who gave British crime films a brand new voice. We're talking about the films that put him on the map: Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. From the sharp dialogue and colorful characters to twisting storylines and unforgettable soundtracks, these movies didn't just entertain, they reshaped an entire genre. So grab a pint, settle in, and join us as we break down how Guy Ritchie changed the game and left an indelible mark on movies.
Yeah, for these two. these are great. I watched them like back to back because I would just kept going.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually did too.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've seen them, and I had a really fun time rewatching them.
I was 100% confident that I'd seen Lock, Stock. And as I was watching it, I'm like, I remember only bits and pieces. So I still think it's right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know that I could have told you anything about it was essentially like rewatching it for the first time.
I think I've seen both twice.
Snatch I've seen a couple times.
Yeah, at least twice on Snatch, but definitely Lock, Stock I saw twice because I remember that the second time I watched it, I was like, I barely remembered a lot of it. So, but yeah, this time around, I was like, yeah, I remember all this stuff. And I think it's better. Honestly, I think I prefer Lock, Stock.
Oh, I see. I don't think I do. I think I prefer Snatch.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I always thought. But as I was watching it, I don't know. There was something about it seemed more raw and just I don't know. It's more. I was more entertained. Maybe I was more surprised by it too, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will say, like, again, the thing that I liked about both of these is the interweaving storylines.
Yeah,
but I think with Lock, Stock, it kind of all culminates a little bit more.
It's like it comes together at the end.
Yeah,
better.
like you see how it all like climaxes at that one house at their house or their flat. Sorry,
Jelani likes when things climax together.
Right, you got to climax together. It's the only way to make it cohesive, make it work.
Kids aren't going to be listening to this one.
Yeah, right. It's not kid friendly.
Wasn't even my fault yet.
I know, surprise.
But so yeah, I got Snatch first, and then I think maybe on a Best Buy Tuesday, I think I went and picked up Lock, Stock after watching and looking up Guy Ritchie and understanding that was the first one. And it's not what I kind of like is it's not a sequel, but he brings back the same actors to play different characters, so you have some familiarity. He's a big fan of Jason Statham, obviously. And then
which like he picked the right one, right? Like he was the standout. I feel like in Lock. Maybe it's because I know who
first
he is.
movie. I mean,
but I feel like there's something about him that clearly everyone is drawn to. Like all the other guys are fine, but Statham is the one that stands out, even though he doesn't have like the biggest role or anything. But
right.
he's the one you want to bring back. I think
It's not hard to tell.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, you couldn't have drawn a path to what he is from that, but it's not hard to see why he went on to be the most recognizable person in that movie. He's got a charisma to him. I thought Lock, Stock sucked.
Oh no!
Yeah,
wow.
that was brutal. I was really I love that it gave us Statham. Yeah. I love that it gave us Snatch eventually. I just thought it was.
So you love Snatch?
Yes, Snatch is Snatch. What Lock, Stock is a failure at what Snatch is, which is why I can appreciate that you can't have Snatch without it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, I think, one of the things I didn't like.
I appreciate you waiting patiently, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean,
drop that bomb.
to me, it wasn't even like I did not really think it was good. Really, and I know
we got that clear when you said
speaking out of both sides of my mouth here by saying it because I like Snatch, and there are some similarities there. One main thing that I don't love, and I can appreciate that this was, I don't want to say revolutionary, but the way that Ritchie shot, right, like that obviously is part of
like the pauses,
the allure,
and
but the literally everything in the world happening at the same time, I thought he failed at in Lock, Stock. And to Jelani's point, I think he got that a lot better in Snatch. But it was like, okay, the way Lock, Stock was done, it was just like, dude, I mean, at some point it's like, what else couldn't even possibly be happening in the world that isn't happening wrongly in every which way that's coming right here?
It was too much coincidence, too much.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, right. Probably that's a more coherent way of speaking.
All right, but I feel like Snatch.
I know you can
too,
100%.
Right?
You can. That's what I'm saying. Understand. I'm talking on both sides.
Yeah,
of my mouth.
I got you.
I just think in Snatch, it didn't feel like I didn't get the same feeling. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. I just think they got it done better, and also like you saw, for example, as they're all driving and Boris is getting hit and coming out of the trunk, and like all those things, like they were intertwined in ways that
made a little bit more sense.
I don't know if we want to say it made sense, but it worked better.
Yeah, more plausible.
Again, I don't know if I want to go that far with a guy getting out of a trunk and wandering into the street and getting hit by a car. Yeah. So I don't know if plausible is the word I'd go with, but it is at least more functionally done better, and I think. Lock, Stock to me was very disappointing.
I thought I
was just like, what the hell, man? If I saw this, I can't believe it. This is revered so highly.
I think some of the things that you're talking about, like that they do in both, is like they show you at first the milk or whatever it was that he threw out, flying back,
shake or something,
whatever, the yogurt or whatever it was, and then they show the aftermath of that, and it's the same thing. You see a guy coming in Lock, Stock, you see the guy coming out in flames, and you're like, oh, what the hell is that? And then they show what happened to him later on.
I tell you,
so that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know why I enjoyed it more. There was
You're
something.
allowed.
I almost feel like the exact opposite of you. Like I feel like there's something about it, and to me, it's like. And I don't really even feel the need to rank it, so I was saying it to be bold because there's clearly some more production value and better acting, a better overall cast in Snatch. But it's kind of like Reservoir. I think of like Tarantino. You have Reservoir Dogs, which is like his indie movie, and then it goes into Pulp Fiction. And huge success. Same with these two. You got Robert Rodriguez doing El Mariachi, and then into Desperado. So you kind of have like the minor leagues into the majors, and I feel like the best directors have, like Wes Anderson had Bottle Rocket, and then into like Rushmore. He maybe had one in between, but there's like the indie movie. There's another director, Linklater. Same. He had Slacker and a couple other things, and then he made some bigger movies like Dazed and Confused. So, yeah, there's something about like a director's first movie that they've been probably dreaming about. Or it's like a musician too. Like their freshman album is always the best, and sometimes you get a sophomore slump. These guys that get more budget and have all done better with their sophomore outing. But I think there's something about that rawness of a director's first movie and their first vision and whatever it is that comes about. So that's what I was drawn to with Lock, Stock. And I just found it to be funny, and I liked the drug dealers, that whole thing with the cage and how he's like, lock the cage, and
we have a cage for a reason.
And maybe all the Kevin Kent quotes that he's been saying for years and years that came back to me. In Snatch for sure, he always says 2 minutes Turkish. When I was just seeing him in London, every time something was like, how far away is it? 2 minutes Turkish. Yeah. And in Lock, Stock, it's like, what does he always say? You're not funny, you're fat, and look as though you should be.
That's another guy who, I don't know if he not necessarily follows Statham or whatever, but Jason Fleming has been in a couple other Statham films.
Which one's
he was
Tom.
Oh, yeah. Tommy.
Yeah. And so he is also in Snatch.
He was just recently in that Netflix show Adolescence.
Okay.
He plays the dad.
Oh, he is
I don't know
the
if you guys have seen it yet or not. But I watched it. Yeah, he does. He's
not according to
no.
IMDb.
Tommy is definitely. Are you talking about the right guy?
No, you're
You're thinking of Tommy Stephen Baldwin. You're
no,
the wrong.
not Stephen Baldwin.
No.
Stephen.
Yes,
You're thinking of Tommy from Snatch.
Snatch. Yes,
which is Stephen Graham.
Stephen Graham.
Yeah,
He's
right.
talking about Tom from Lockstock.
From Lockstock.
Oh, which one is he?
It's Jason Fleming.
Okay, let me look him up.
He's the one who plays the other gypsy.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then he's also Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. I read that comic book.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Graphic novel, that is.
I started watching Transporter 2 for some odd reason after I watched these last night, and he's in that as well.
Yeah.
But
What else is he in?
I mean, it's really
just
not.
a handful of things. Like,
Transporter and Benjamin Button, it looks like.
yeah, he's a character actor.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I got you.
But I think you guys both have solid points, right? Like Martin, you said, like, you know, with it being his first film, Lock, Stock is kind of like the framework, and then Snatch, I think Brady's right. He refined it. Like, he figured out the formula that worked for him, and then he took it and he's like, all right, let's go to the next level. And I think he did that, and you started seeing it, and then you started seeing maybe it's one of the reasons why it didn't succeed as he kept going, because people had seen it before, but he did the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
Really liked Sherlock
I remember
Holmes.
liking those. They don't hold up. I don't know, but I remember thinking they were great.
It was
Well,
what's
Downey
his
was
name?
charismatic as hell. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
like,
great.
it's hard to mess that up. But
But they all,
and Jude Law was along for the ride.
right, and a little Rachel McAdams in there.
Oh yeah.
But you see that kind of that the stop motion, not stop motion, but the way he stops the camera and like pauses, has some exposition, and then starts it up again. They did that in Sherlock Holmes as well. And I think everybody's like, oh yeah, that's an interesting take and a way to like bring that story to.
Became what he was and his style.
And then other films of his that I've enjoyed are Wrath of Man is another Statham vehicle.
I can't remember if I watched that.
He did Rock and Rolla. That was one I
watched
picked up.
that.
I
That one
definitely
was not
saw
good.
that. And I
Yeah,
I remember.
I think
not
I just
thinking
picked
it was
that one
great.
up because of him.
Yeah.
We just watched Fountain of Youth.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
And
it's not National Treasure.
yeah, I think someone else just said something about it and was like, didn't really speak to it. I think I've told you that
What
I
was
watched
the
The
really-
Gentleman and I thought it was I literally turned it off. I was like,
Yeah.
I did not like that cast is insanely good.
Right, which is weird. So I want to go back and watch it because we watched the show.
Okay.
They'd made a
Yeah.
Netflix series, and I thought the show was decent.
Yeah, I don't know. The movie it turned me off. Maybe Guy Ritchie's is not my bag, but
Well, so
did you see The Covenant?
I did not with Gyllenhaal.
I feel like I've seen a couple clips like on TikTok, and I'm like just generally intrigued, but it
Yeah.
just could be more of like the vibe of the topic.
It's funny that you say that he might not be your bag because I feel like his producer on these films is the one that like took off. In my book, is Matthew Vaughn, who is the creator of the Kingsman series, but then also did Layer Cake.
You know, I love Layer
Kick-Ass.
Cake. Brady's Bargain Bin.
Yeah, and then he did X-Men First Class. So it was like, oh, wait a minute, you've been working with this guy too? So I think, it's a way to get in, like the same way with Tarantino and Rodriguez, right? Like they started together and then they kept going, and then they diverge, but they still have like some of the same similar elements.
I think it really got away from him with Revolver. Have you guys seen that one? That was when I think he was. I don't know if it was the Madonna thing, the influence, but like,
Well, he was off. There was like 7-year gap or so in between from 08 to 15, where he's
Revolver was 2005. And it's got a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I feel like that's probably even high. But I remember the first like 20 or 30 minutes of it being like, I'm like, why is everyone saying this movie's terrible? And then it just completely
Falls apart.
Like it's trying to be some kind of like philosophical, or I don't know. There's some like religious message to it that
cool.
Yeah, that's like it doesn't belong. So that's all I really remember about it. I can't really tell you much more about it, but yeah, I think that's where things started to fall away from him. But luckily, he came back with the Sherlock Holmes movies, like you said, and that happens sometimes. You take a gamble or whatever. You find religion or Madonna or whatever the hell might have happened to him, and but he kind of came back and made some good movies after that too.
Did you?
I didn't know he did the Aladdin.
I was
Where
going
are
to
you,
say,
Sherlock?
did you guys watch the Aladdin remake?
I did not.
Oh, that was as a writer. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I saw it was Aladdin.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't remember it,
Yeah,
which
and
isn't
he
great.
did, there's an Aladdin 2? Is that right? Is that him too?
Maybe
No,
there were.
I'm sorry. Maybe.
Because there is an Aladdin 2
Yeah.
animated, but
No,
maybe there's
yeah,
a live
no, there's
action coming.
Yeah, maybe it's coming.
So maybe I have to go back and watch it to see if it has those elements in there.
So much hair on Statham in Revolver.
What did you think of Sting being in Lock, Stock?
Threw me for a second. But I do have an anecdote
I
about
remembered
Sting. You remembered it?
I remember Sting being in it. Yeah, I thought he did well. I thought he acted.
I actually
great.
thought I wasn't bothered by him.
Well, I guess my question is more so, did he know about Harry? I'm assuming he knew
Yeah.
about Harry, but I feel like he wasn't afraid of
Yeah.
Harry.
No,
Like,
that
I
was
think he'd already faced him and kind of won.
yeah.
So
And like he wasn't worried that Harry was going to try to take his bar or anything like
no.
that.
I mean,
like Harry said he was going to, but
he just wasn't.
I think he was concerned that he was gonna. That's how Harry was gonna do it because Harry couldn't do it. I think
legally.
if I remember correctly, there was like I felt like he already played cards, and like essentially came out on top.
Okay.
And Harry wanted the bar, couldn't get it, but now he had a. That's why he didn't want his son getting into playing cards because that was a way for Harry to circumvent.
all this happened because they were cheating at cards, man. Fucking lowlifes.
I saw a note that that they were having trouble finding funding for the movie, and Trudy Styler. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Me either. It's Sting's wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know he was married to a Trudy. Yeah.
She called Tom Cruise, who she knew, and he went and saw a screening and loved it, and like came and was like, "You guys should fund this." Or Tom got in front of everyone and said, "This is the best movie I've seen in years. You guys be fools not to buy it." And they got funding.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, the reason Guy Ritchie has a career. Thanks,
And
Tom.
where have we seen Sting before?
Dune.
Dune. That's right. Good actor, Sting. Is that all he's been in?
Gordy.
Yeah. Do you know why he's called Sting? Little trivia.
I do not.
No.
Like early on in the career of the police when he was in the band, he wore like a black and yellow sweater, and he looked like a bee, and they called him Sting.
Wow.
That's all it is.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeesh.
And it's
Yep.
stuck.
And it's stuck all these
And he's
years.
like, "Come on, guys, let's fix it. Let's change. Call me something else." Do you know his name?
Gordon.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Oh.
Gordon Sumter.
Gordon Sumter. That's
Gotcha.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Snatch was way better.
I mean, Brad Pitt's amazing in it.
Okay, so
How does this was another? I think we've talked about Pitt a couple times when we did 12 Monkeys, obviously Seven,
We did Spy Game.
Spy Game.
Spy Game.
Bullet
But like,
Train.
I've always loved like his weird roles, like this one. And I think when I said 12 Monkeys, I'm like, I love that he plays like a weird, crazy character. And yeah, Snatch is another one where it's just like out of nowhere, like he pulls it off so well. He does the voice so well. It's so funny. It's perfect.
I saw something I know where he essentially approached or like reached out to Richie and like wanted to roll in his next movie after he loved Lock, Stock, and the character of Vicky wasn't in the movie, and then
man.
he wrote it in, and supposedly it was like the indecipherable speech was a knock at all the critics complaining about not being able to understand all the British like slang in Lock, Stock, so they went over the top with it.
Yeah.
And put as Pitt. So, Pitt's amazing. I think I've said this in every other time we've talked about him. I just think I'd pick him over almost anyone. If it's like, whose movies do you want to watch? I'm like, I gotta take Pitt. I think I can't go wrong up and down
Yeah,
the resume.
I think you have said something like that, and that's probably If you had to pick one actor's all their movies, you'd be okay.
You get one.
He's in the conversation. Let's put it that way.
Johnny's going Denzel.
I throw Denzel in there, but I'm gonna throw a sleeper in there, Benicio.
Yeah, that's. Look, I admittedly forgot he was in this. I think you're reaching hard to try to throw him in that category, but
I think he's got. I mean,
I think he's got 5 movies that you would want to watch.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know his full resume.
Well, that's why
If
he's
you have
not in the
producer
conversation.
credits, you have a lot more with Brad Pitt, too.
If you don't know all of his movies, then you shouldn't be putting him in that category.
I know what you're saying. He's in some good ones, but yeah, it's probably not.
Not the same level.
You want to bring Denzel to the table? That's fine. Then we can have a conversation. But
yeah, I think it was just fun to go back and see like Benicio in it and Brad Pitt, and then
I was like, does Benicio come back?
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he was such a small small role.
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones. Well, and he was introed in Lock, Stock as well.
Stock, right.
They even said in Snatch there was a scene where they used like a body double because he got arrested for fighting the night before and he was in jail the day they were filming, and they like
Vinnie
had him
Jones?
like supposed to be walking into like a building in the background, and they had to just use a body double because he was in jail.
I mean, perfectly cast, right?
Yeah.
He looks like the kind of guy that would. I thought I liked his character better in Lock, Stock too. I think that was part of it.
Yeah, with the dad?
With the dad, yeah.
Well,
It's a dad element
Callback.
for our film fathers.
callback. It's like banging a guy's head in the
Yeah,
door.
right. Yeah, I like that too.
You know that when he was a soccer player, he got like a red card in like 3 seconds. Like as soon as they kicked the ball off, he like ran and headbutted somebody.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like that guy,
Yeah.
right? He does not look like anyone you want to mess with.
What's Vinnie Jones' best movie and why is it Gone in 60 Seconds?
because he doesn't say anything until the very end.
It's definitely Lock, Stock.
He's like from Little Rascals and Gone in 60 Seconds. He doesn't talk the whole
He's like
movie.
Silent Bob.
But he almost cuts the dog open, which callback.
Yeah.
They almost had to cut a dog open. Didn't know that Gone in 60 Seconds was digging deep into the reference.
I always and did I miss it this time watching Snatch 2? Was the dog named Snatch? No.
No, I don't
Why
think
did
so.
I think that? I
Well,
always thought that.
That I can't explain.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not asking. I guess I am asking you to go into my head.
No, you
20,
asked it.
20
Out loud.
years ago,
It's on
25 years ago. That's why we did this movie. 'cause
Yes, 25th.
25th, and we're like, yeah, we got to throw Lock, Stock in there because it's the superior movie. So I said we had to watch both. But what was it? Where was my train of thought?
No,
Yeah,
I think
why
they
is it called
say-
Snatch? They said it like one time.
They might say Snatch to the dog. They might say
Yeah.
it like as a command, but I don't think was ever a reference to it
Yeah.
like being named Snatch.
Yeah, I just wondered why the movie was called that then.
Isn't it because everybody's trying to snatch the
Snatch.
diamond?
Diamond,
It
probably.
was actually, if what I read was correct, it was supposed to be Taken, and the studio already had a movie
In
in
the
the
works.
queue going to be called Taken. They ended up I think Richie said he went online, or they went and put Taken and dropped a synonym list down, and he liked Snatch and took that. That is the answer as to why.
That's awesome. I'm
and then
glad you knew that
The
answer.
studio never made the movie, and it went to a different studio and became Jelani's favorite Taken.
Always good. PG-13
Fun.
could show all the kids. Fun for all the kids.
That is a fun fact. That is real good. And I mean, it's one of those names that for some reason is perfect for the movie. Like I'm not questioning why it works. I was just wondering.
They wanted
how
it
it happened.
changed too because of the.
Connotation.
Yeah, I like the connotation.
I will tell you.
Because of the what is
Implication.
It? Implication. The implication.
But you could change it up, and I would have understood what you were getting at.
Pepe Sylvia, he's got the shirt on. For the record, everyone, Jelani has a Pepe Sylvia shirt on right now.
So if you didn't know what we were talking about, it is it's always sunny a lot of times. Yeah, it said it was the note I read, which is obviously you don't know how these are getting filtered, but it was studios didn't love it because the name was and referenced African American slang for vagina. And I was like, is that right?
it's just everybody's slang.
Right, it is now.
Well, yeah.
Been co-opted.
Maybe it was co-opted.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe, I don't know. I definitely never.
You'd never heard of it before?
Yes, I just never thought of it as an African American derived.
Oh, okay.
slang.
That's what you're saying. Yes. I agree with you. Yeah.
So that tidbit, that anecdotal part of it was new to me. Yes, I am familiar with the slang term.
The colloquial expression, as they would say.
Colloquially known
It
as
reminds me of I
your old axe wound.
got in trouble in high school in the library for calling someone a prick. It was actually one of my friends. We were just fucking around, and the librarian held me after. She's like, "Prick is a slang term for penis."
You're like, I know.
No, got that part.
No, I was calling him.
Thanks, Ginge.
Penis. Yeah, he was being a giant penis.
Would you prefer it? I said giant penis.
Yeah, I think we're all better off, right?
That's awesome.
You mentioned Vinnie Jones. I had to call out my old building mate, Dennis Farina.
Yeah.
He lived in my building in Old Town.
I think, yeah.
I think
you
I
told
may
me
have
that.
brought that up before.
Wasn't
or
it a
told you.
terrace or something?
Yeah, Sandberg Terrace.
Sandberg Terrace.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, loved it. 1360 North Sandberg Terrace.
Yeah, he's a Chicago former cop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
it.
it.
Out
Peace.
of sight. And
Yeah.
couple of good.
Yeah, we've had it
movies.
before. I probably told the story before on the pod, but that was like, yeah, we'll share the elevator a couple rides. I was
Law and
like,
Order.
First time I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Dennis Farina?
That's the appropriate reaction.
Who's getting on next? Robert Loggia?
I wish. Could have been in a walker at that part. I
He
did
has one of the best lines, or a couple of them,
Robert
right?
Loggia?
No, Farina in this, he
Oh,
says,
he's always...
yes, London, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London. It's so good.
I like the one about spawn the English language,
Yeah.
and I ain't heard it once or something like that.
Yeah, when he calls him he says blag or something
Yeah,
like
blagging
that.
or something.
Speak English to me, Tony.
I did have a technicality of sorts.
Okay.
And
Speak on it.
Too much happenstance.
why would when they're trying to get the briefcase, why would they chop the arm off
Right.
up here
That's what I thought, too.
when you could chop the wrist
The
and then
wrist.
just pull the hand out and then you would just
That's what
not
I
have
thought.
it on an arm anymore?
Yeah, probably for dramatic effect, but I
Yeah.
thought the same thing.
It just seemed like a miss.
Doing too much. Got to be extra.
Also loves Statham narrating right out of the gate.
Yeah, and I don't think I realized that the beginning is the end scene too. But I went back and rewatched like the first minute of it when he's narrating and talking.
Because Farina has the diamond
they're
or the jewel.
Yeah, no, they're bringing it back to the
Doug.
what's
Doug
his
the
name?
Head.
Doug the Head. Yeah,
But Farina, you see in the early in the movie, you see Farina with it. He never had it until the end of the movie. He was flying back on the plane to go get it. He never had it prior to that.
Oh, okay. But it wasn't Farina that was holding it. That's what I'm saying. It was Doug the Head.
In the beginning, it's Doug the Head.
Yeah.
Statham and Steven are sitting there. Tommy.
Farina had it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't get it until he gets to London.
But that's I do like that both these movies end in that ambiguous way because you don't like presumably Farina didn't want to pay for it, right?
Presumably.
So what's going to happen? Like how do they work it out, right?
Yeah.
What happens at the end of it? At the end of Snatch, like Farina comes back and he's going to be pissed off at these guys for having it. He's going to try to not buy it from them. Like he wants the money.
Yeah. For
well,
sure.
yeah, but he'll buy it for a lower price than what it actually is worth.
I think that's the assumption, though, right? It's like he's coming back to buy it, but
I think there's still going to be some more shenanigans that ensue, because he's going to be like,
Yeah.
"Where the fuck did you get this? This is my diamond that I was trying to get earlier." And like just like at the end of Lock, Stock, I like how it ends too. Like the ambiguous, like does he answer his phone? And it's just
Does
I
he
don't
drop
know. It was
the-
a good Does he drop the
rifles?
guns in? And the way Vinnie Jones leaves it with them, I don't know. I think it's I don't know how you can not like it. I don't know how you can say it sucked.
I didn't enjoy it.
Did not have a good time at the movies. So that's two where we disagree on Uncut Gems and this one where you say
Can't believe
sucked.
it's only two.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised too.
there's-
After
No,
all this
I'm
time.
saying there has
Touch
to be
of
more.
Evil.
no. There's not that many.
Yeah, your old movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
but that's
your
okay. I won't. I won't hold you to those.
We're gonna ignore all those differences.
Yeah, I'm not.
There
I don't-
has only been a couple where we've been outright
Yeah,
against.
I think it's only those two, and I have a good memory for these.
I
things.
stand by Uncut Jam.
Now I'm going to have to go back and think on it and see which ones you liked that he didn't.
There should be a tracker.
Yeah.
Somebody knows. Charlie knows. I think we talked about last time I was with them. We talked about on Uncut Gems, and they agreed. Everyone I was with, we were watching. We went to see the. Did I tell you guys this? We went to see Terminator live with Chicago Philharmonic doing the score.
I think you did say
Yeah, I
something
think I
about
mentioned
that.
it. It was so good.
Yeah.
it was so much fun. It was great to see Terminator on a live screen with an audience. Or on a big screen.
It's not on a
with
live
the
screen. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The
yeah.
live part is where
The
you
live is
lost me.
Yeah, with
Live
Is it on Broadway?
live orchestra. It was at the Auditorium Theater, which is a beautiful theater too. So it was a great time. But we were talking about movies beforehand, and everyone agreed.
I think I said it
great.
on the pod. I'm in the minority.
Yeah.
I
so
just
you
don't
like being contrarian.
I don't feel like bending my likes and dislikes for other people.
Yeah, I appreciate that about you. It makes for a better podcast. If we were just agreeing, it'd be no good.
It'd be funny if we were like 270 episodes in and all three of us have liked every movie
Yeah,
we've ever
right.
done. Cool.
Really loved it.
Guys who like movies. No, seriously, just listen to every episode. We like everything we watch.
Not a bad movie that's ever been made.
If we don't like it, we'll say we did.
Have you seen Revolver? It's amazing.
I'm intrigued after seeing the
You should watch it
picture
tonight.
on the front. I won't.
Fall
If
right
it's
asleep.
worse than Lockstock, then
Yeah, way worse.
yeah. Early Statham.
But a great title too on Lockstock, because obviously everyone knows Lock, Stock, and Barrel, but add the smoking and
That's the thing. You can just call it Lockstock.
yeah, I guess that's what we do colloquially call it.
Dropping a lot of those.
As always, yes, subscribe. You know, like, follow, comment, get every episode, download it on your fucking phone. Subscribe. Thanks. And go to bed.